was supposed to have therapy right now, but I think both me and my therapist totally blanked that today is a holiday. I was supposed to start EMDR today on my rape, which I have been avoiding with all of my different therapists for the last 14 years. I'm ready, but I'm still reluctant and, just like terrified. I haven't really gone back and done the work that is deserved, that I owe myself. It's on my terms. It's with someone that I trust so much and I feel so safe with. But there's been just like a lot of different thoughts kind of swirling around in my head, and I'm frustrated. Never in my life would I have expected that I would be heartbroken to not have therapy on the morning that I wake up and think I'm gonna have it. So I just did my first EMDR session on my rape. I swear this EMDR round after round it's a lot. But today I accessed a different perspective, I guess, a different angle. My therapist pointed out how much responsibility I keep taking and placing on myself for everything that happened, and it's been like running through my brain ever since she said it, and just this maddening fight that keeps going on between one part of my brain and the other. After she said it, like, it just felt so gross, and I want to change that within myself. Like, I don't want to keep walking around with it, and I don't even know how I have. Like, logically, I know I had no control in this situation. I was physically restrained. It was 3 versus 1, 4 if you count the guy that watched. Today, I ended up back where it like really started, being kicked out of a cab in the middle of Boston, 3 weeks into living there, having no idea where I was. I was only in the cab because I was too drunk. I was 18 years old, and my roommates did the right thing and put me in a cab and sent me directly to my dorm. But I got sick in the cab and rolled down the window and threw up out the window, and the cab driver came to like an immediate stop and said, "Get out," like would not drive me the rest of the way. And so I was incredibly drunk, standing on the street, probably almost in tears, trying to get another cab to pick me up, and that's when they showed up. And I've regretted that for the last 15 years, ever getting in the cab, walking into the building with them. So much of it is fucking blurry because I know at one point I did actually black out and come to. I mean, I woke up to throwing up a second time. Red wine all over their blue sheets on a bed. And that was not enough to stop them. I cried. I begged. I don't know that I ever stood a chance in this situation. And logically, I know that I can't just take responsibility for all of it. Like, I can't just blame myself for all of it. Somewhere along the way, I did. Like, it was easier to blame my decision making and my choices than to accept that I'll never understand theirs. It'll never, ever make sense to me. The more I process this, the more I go into it, the more I'm convinced it was their plan all along. So any choices I did make when I was conscious were purely out of survival and hoping that they would let me go. And then they did. And I found my way back to my dorm. I'm starting to wonder if they had done it before, if they had gotten away with it before, and that was why it was so easy. And it's just so many more questions that I'm now stuck with. Like, I don't know if I'll ever not regret getting in the cab, walking into the building, but like at a certain point I started to blame the entire experience on those 2 choices. It's really fucked up. Figuring this shit out. Like, it's starting to stick. It's starting to make sense. I'm starting to understand where I started to believe shit about myself that wasn't true, or I convinced myself of things that were just wrong. And even like having these realizations is like amazing, and it does bring me clarity and it makes me feel a little bit better, but it also doesn't fix all the fucking damage I've done to myself. It's just maddening. So mad they got away with it, because I was so traumatized I didn't even make it through the rape kit at the hospital. I couldn't do it. I didn't want to be touched anymore. I didn't want to be violated again. I just wanted to be in my own bed where I was trying to get in the first place. But how the fuck am I still beating myself up for that? When I was in shock, I had just been raped by 3 different people for hours. Thought I was going to die. Letting this shit go, letting this shit just be, and man, it's fucking hard. So fucking hard.